go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are.
To fill one with them. Minor flurry looks great. We'll do more than sting.
Caution! Peril. Tis a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Well, I must.
We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage.
Uh-oh. Big things have been felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Down the flame before it is too late. These hits fell substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Careful now!
Tis a simple-minded creature, by all appearances. We could easily redirect its focus with our attacks. Purity lightning. Wait.
This ain't good.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed...
It's been a hard day.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Not much going on.
Gotta fix this up proper.
Perhaps a stroll days. Seems like a fun.
What to do? What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. If I could find a noble to take me on.
Quite the predicament.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. It is said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
That
sounds most unpleasant. Do hope we shall remain free of it.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned.
Over here, if you please.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Well chosen, Risen. I'm certain you'll master that vocation as no other could.
We shall meet our foes with renewed vigour.
ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps this time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Would you mind coming over here?
I've a selection of wares that's sure to... Please. Hope to see you again.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you. I've a selection of wares that... Sure to please. Ease. Pleasure doing business with you. I've a selection of wares that... That's sure to please. Go on, have a gander as you pass. pass by. Hope to see you again.
Well met, sir.
Ours is a show up.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for them.
I've naught to say to you.
Well met, sir.
How?
Might I be of service? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for them. That place puts my ears.
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you.
Come to think of it, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
We're...
Time to be heading home.
Could barely drag my arse out of bed.
Time to hit the sack. Ain't no sense thinking too far ahead, any.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Barely scraping by.
I've naught to say to you.
We're not allowed to talk.
What am I to to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for.
I must ask you not to disturb me without cause.
I've naught to say to you.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Would you be willing? The brave fool said he was going to look for her. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly... So I thought, mayhap, please, sir, I worry for many thanks. Go into the forest. And this won't work, will it? But my brother and I are the only... I suppose there's only one. I'll have to show you the... Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me. Right.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Time to get back to work.
Time to be heading home.
These old bones can hardly sleep.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Oh, at least dreams. I'll fix this up for you.
These old bones.
What a long day of work.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Another day, another adventure.
All I need my help, I suppose. It's been a hard day.
Now, this is a place
Well
to
met,
forget
sir.
one's troubles.
How might I do it, sir?
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as hoping for a decent
Off to market I go.
Must roll that. Someone comes to relieve.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Ah, that's right. I must fetch those pieces.
Resist. Time to be heading home.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Oh, needs to leave.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. This ox cart... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Piss off, I'm sick of looking at ye.
Wag that tongue at me.
Oi, keep your distance.
don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
I'm in no mood for talk.
Looking for some work, are you?
What you need.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Aye? Did you want?
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things.
Off with you.
You a traveller? Well, I used to be a sellsword. If you're anything like me, they'll be able to teach you a skill.
Yes? Do we have...
I'm in no mood for...
What I can do for you?
If you see aught untoward,
We're not to talk.
Show your appreciation in coin, if you please. What I can do for you?
and what do you want?
Off with you.
And what do you want?
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both...
Always a pleasure.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Swapping stories is one of life's great
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
I almost forgot why I came.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
All day. My legs are as lead.
Wonder if it's been a hard day.
Time to be Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. Thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Seems naught ever goes right.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
I have an approximate idea of where Sir Norbert may be found. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle is meant to be enough.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. I cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as a... comes.
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of... ranged specialists.
Now there's a thought.
Can anyone hear me?
Norbert, are you hurt?
You have my protection.
That's it. I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We must proceed with caution, lest our charge come under attack. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
It!
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
I quite agree.
That's it!
This is nice place. The more the merrier.
Are we to remain here?
It's not worth writing home about.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself soon. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you. I've a selection of wares that's sure to play. Pleasure doing business with.
Fields here we know one about. There's ought to be said, peace and quiet. Seems my feet
I end up
always
feeling weary even after a day of rest.
May this day bring delights to you and to look at my wares.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties, before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
At once, Master.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
Off with you, you worthless miscreant!
Time to be. I'm in no mood for talk.
Twill near get done if I stand around talking.
Make yourself scarce now. I've quite a temper.
How might I aid you, sir? Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
You there! What are you up to?
We don't have business, do we?
My, you are persistent.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
I'll take the night watch as desperate anything.
Feels eerie with no one about.
They have this time I lay down. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are well met, sir.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Greetings.
Been a hard day.
You dare!
Justice! Must I love flames?
I shan't allow any further harm to happen to you.
I've hold of the arm. Now to bring it down and let it taste our fury.
I will be glad. Focus. A moment of indecision may spell out doom. Seems to be grateful for birth.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Start it all.
That's enough.
It's this one.
Stepped it in. We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'd be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
Right you are. It would seem we've all we need to hand. Here we go again.
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
Understood. Well done, Master.
No sense letting someone gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Well done. I shan't let the fall. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first? The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I suppose we cannot expect sunshine to follow us wherever we journey.
Will be worth it in the end, if we return with a pack full of treasure. Fancy a gander? I find good. Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Much obliged.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. We now have all the requested items in hand. Let us deliver them to Sir Marcus' close case. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pray, we're here, Master.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
What's going on?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master?
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust. Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
It's no great shock to me.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
There we are. That ought to keep me light on my feet. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find... person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray.
Suppose so. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Coming, Master. Together we are indomitable.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it in another world. Shall I show it to you?
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my view.
price.
What scum like ye?
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Piss off, I'm sick of looking at you.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we...
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox cart seems a convenient choice. For longer journeys, I see no harm in making use of them. As needed, Master.
I quite agree.
Oh, there's something written here.
It couldn't hurt to take a pic.
Welcome to beauty, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if all you check... The price, just remember, misers die early. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Can I? Do come again.
You have my protection.
in the world?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just... Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Where are we off to next?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Always another errand to see to.
This way, if you please. You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
Welcome. Well met.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... assist you. Do come again.
Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to see your nimble blade work, Master.
Why you don't flit about so much you trip over your own feet.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
heavens, no!
Panic? Mustn't panic.
Unbelievable.
Forgive me for last night's
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be... Glad to assist you.
Do come again.
Onward to Burnworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. I have no issue falling asleep.
Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Look, Master.
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if all you check... The price, just remember, misers die... early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.